Hi, Rob Hall from Arcage Business Advisory. I'm reading a book that I'd like to share with all you startups out there. This book is called Founders at Work. Founders at Work was written by Jessica Livingston, and she is a co-founder of a company called Y Combinator. And Y Combinator is a funding source for startups. And to date, I believe they have about 100 of those startups under their belts. So she certainly is speaking from a voice of experience. She has taken that experience and interviewed 30 people, the founders or co-founders in this book. And the beauty of the interviews is she's actually having one-on-one conversations with these people about the trials and tribulations that they went through when they started their company. You'll see some of the names you recognize, like TripAdvisor, Craigslist, Firefox, Gmail. So these are pretty well-known companies. There's 30 of them. There's a common theme in this book, and that common theme is the uncertainty that you're going to face through your startup. And the uncertainty is through all 30 examples here. I'll give you two to contrast them. Joe Kraus started a company called Excite, which you probably have heard of. But when they started the company, they didn't know what they were going to do. They just knew they wanted to start a company. So they started with a blank piece of paper sitting on a wall and a pen. And that was the extent of their idea. Contrast that with Katrina Fake, who's a co-founder of Flickr. When they were doing their company, they actually started a different company that was a gaming company, and they had two ideas and they had to ride one horse. So they dropped the gaming company and focused on Flickr. And you'll read through the book, you'll see many examples of ideas that transformed into other ideas. But the common theme again, and something you'll need to get really comfortable with, is uncertainty. Not knowing what the final product may look like when you get started, not knowing who your audience is going to be. So those are there. So if you're feeling that, that's okay. The idea would be to try and get some sense of that early, as in terms of using some disciplined approach to determine who you are and what are you going to be and what does done look like for your company or your product. So with that, I'm going to leave you those couple nuggets. I certainly do recommend that you pick this book up and read it. You'll find some pretty good peace of mind and comfort, and also probably some sense of, hey, that's the way I'm feeling right now, so that's okay. I'm Rob Hall. I'd be very interested in hearing your feedback on the book as well. If you have any golden nuggets that you'd like to share, take care. Best with your dreams. Have a great day.